Now it's Miller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Back 22! Back 22! Richmond! Check it back.
They'll run it again with Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Carry win, the one to bring him down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here's Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, here's Watson being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
4 down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Miller. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Boykin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know it's a cliche, but he's a Stanford kid, so his ability to read and diagnose and make a play, you kind of figure he's got that, and he does. Nice play by Justin Reed getting near the line of scrimmage and making the tackle. But he can play the deep ball as well. Patrol center field. I just love all of his skill attributes. And when you really need him, he can jump into the slot and cover guys as well.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now out comes Houston. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think.
They've got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 45 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.